Welcome to Biography with Plutarch, where we delve into the lives of extraordinary individuals to uncover the essence of their character and the timeless lessons they impart. Today, we turn our attention to Gustave Courbet, a pioneering French painter who would shake the foundations of the art world with his unflinching realism and unwavering commitment to artistic expression. Born on June 10, 1819, in Ornans, a charming village nestled in the rolling hills of the Franche-Comté region, Courbet's early life was marked by a unique blend of rustic simplicity and cultural sophistication. As we step into the world of young Gustave, we find ourselves in the midst of a close-knit family, where his father, Régis Courbet, a prosperous farmer and landowner, instilled in him a deep love for the natural world and a strong work ethic. His mother, Sylvie Oudot, a woman of refinement and elegance, encouraged Gustave's early interest in art, fostering an environment that nurtured his creative spirit. The family's rustic yet comfortable home, surrounded by the lush countryside, provided a serene backdrop for Gustave's formative years, where he would spend hours exploring the woods, observing the local wildlife, and developing a profound appreciation for the beauty of nature. The village of Ornans, with its quaint streets, charming architecture, and vibrant community, played a significant role in shaping Gustave's early life. He would often wander through the village, taking in the sights and sounds of rural life and observing the people who lived and worked there. The local peasants, with their rough-hewn faces and weathered hands, would later become the subjects of his paintings, as he sought to capture the dignity and beauty of their everyday lives. Gustave's education began at the local school in Ornans, where he demonstrated a keen intellect and a passion for learning. However, it was not until he enrolled in the College Royal in Besançon that he began to develop his artistic skills under the guidance of the gifted teacher, Charles-Antoine Flageoulot. The city of Besançon, with its rich cultural heritage and stunning architecture, provided a stimulating environment for Gustave's artistic growth as he spent hours exploring the museums, galleries, and historic landmarks. The historical context of Gustave's early years was marked by significant events that would shape his character and future path. The French Revolution had left an indelible mark on the country, and the subsequent rise of the Bourbon monarchy had created a sense of uncertainty and unrest. The year 1830 saw the July Revolution, which led to the abdication of King Charles X and the ascent of Louis Philippe to the throne. These events would later influence Gustave's artistic vision, as he sought to capture the essence of the human experience and the struggles of the common people. Gustave's family played a significant role in shaping his early life and career. His father, Régis, was a kind and generous man who encouraged Gustave's artistic pursuits, while his mother, Sylvie, provided a sense of refinement and culture. His sisters, Juliette and Zoe, were also supportive of his endeavors, and the family as a whole fostered an environment that nurtured Gustave's creative spirit. His experiences in Ornans, his education in Besançon, and the historical context of his time all contributed to the formation of his character and laid the foundation for his future achievements. As Gustave Courbet arrived in Paris in 1839, he was met with a city teeming with artistic energy and intellectual fervor. The French capital was a hotbed of creative innovation, with artists like Eugène Delacroix and Théodore Géricault pushing the boundaries of traditional representation. Courbet's early experiences in Paris were marked by a mix of fascination and frustration, as he navigated the complexities of the art world and struggled to find his place within it. It was during this period that Courbet began to develop his unique style, characterized by a bold and unflinching realism that would become the hallmark of his career. His early works, such as The Stonebreakers and A Burial at Ornans, showcased his ability to capture the dignity and beauty of everyday life, often focusing on the struggles and hardships faced by the common people. These paintings were not only a testament to Courbet's technical skill, but also a reflection of his deep empathy for the human experience. Courbet's commitment to realism was not limited to his art, it was also a deeply personal and philosophical stance. He believed that art should be a reflection of the world as it truly was, rather than an idealized or romanticized representation. This conviction would often put him at odds with the artistic establishment, which favored more traditional and ornate styles. However, Courbet remained resolute in his vision, driven by a passion for truth and a desire to challenge the status quo. The 1850s were a pivotal time for Courbet, as he gained recognition and acclaim for his work. His paintings were met with both praise and criticism, with some hailing him as a visionary and others condemning him as a radical. Despite the controversy surrounding his art, Courbet continued to push the boundaries of what was considered acceptable, experimenting with new techniques and styles that would influence generations of artists to come. One of the most significant events in Courbet's career was the 1855 Exposition Universelle in Paris, where he exhibited his work alongside other prominent artists of the time. The exhibition was a watershed moment for Courbet, as it brought his art to a wider audience and cemented his reputation as a leading figure in the realist movement. His painting, The Artist's Studio, which depicted a gathering of friends and acquaintances in his studio, was a particular highlight of the exhibition, showcasing his ability to capture the spirit of creative community and collaboration. Throughout his career, Courbet remained committed to his artistic vision, even in the face of adversity. He was a true original, driven by a passion for truth and a desire to challenge the conventions of the art world. As the 1860s dawned, Courbet's reputation as a leading figure in the realist movement was firmly established. His paintings continued to push the boundaries of what was considered acceptable, and he remained a thorn in the side of the artistic establishment. Despite the controversy surrounding his work, Courbet remained resolute in his vision, driven by a passion for truth and a desire to challenge the status quo. One of the most significant events in Courbet's later life was the Paris Commune of 1871, a radical socialist uprising that briefly seized power in the city. Courbet, who had long been sympathetic to socialist ideals, became embroiled in the Commune and served as the president of the Federation of Artists. Although the Commune ultimately failed, Courbet's involvement had significant consequences for his career and personal life. In 1873, Courbet was sentenced to 6 months in prison for his role in the Commune, and he was also fined 500 francs. The experience had a profound impact on him, and he began to feel the weight of his years. Despite this, he continued to paint, producing some of his most remarkable works during this period. One of Courbet's most famous paintings from this time is The Origin of the World, a bold and unflinching depiction of the female form. The painting was considered scandalous in its time, but it has since become one of the most celebrated works of 19th-century art. Other notable works from this period include The Wave and The Sleepers, both of which showcase Courbet's unique ability to capture the beauty and complexity of the human experience. As Courbet's health began to decline, he became increasingly reclusive, surrounding himself with a small circle of friends and admirers. Despite his physical frailty, his mind remained sharp, and he continued to paint until the end of his life. On December 31, 1877, Gustave Courbet passed away in La Tour-de-Pels, Switzerland, leaving behind a legacy that would forever change the face of modern art. In the years following his death, Courbet's reputation as a pioneering artist and social radical continued to grow. His paintings were celebrated for their bold realism, their unflinching portrayal of the human experience, and their unwavering commitment to truth. As the French poet and critic Charles Baudelaire once said, "Courbet is not only a great painter, but a great man, a man of conviction, a man of passion." That's all for today's biography with Plutarch. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that understanding the lives of remarkable individuals helps us better understand ourselves.